to welcome you to my 4th Facebook Live event. Maybe you heard me ranting a little bit. That's not my style, but you know, these things change. Every time we're looking for the live button, it's not there. I'm getting somebody else's live video, or maybe you know how much fun that is. I'm here today in support of the collaboration with Enlightened Piano Radio and their monthly Spotify piano list full of amazing, wonderful music, piano music. If you like piano music, you really should tune into that and discover some new artists and, you know, hopefully hear some of my pieces. Let me get my breath and think about where I am. Oh, by the way, I thought Jeremy Weinglass, that performed right in front of me, did a marvelous job, and particularly a wonderful job about explaining what's going on here. So if you don't understand me, just tune back to his video and he'll figure it all out. Quit talking about me over there, I can hear you. I would like to thank people that are helping me today. Mike is helping with the video, Susie's always helping with social media, and my husband's always available for commentary. And he's also the director, producer, so how am I doing, dear? I truly lost my train of thought. I'm going to play some pieces for you, some of my pieces, and also some pieces of Michel Legrand, since we lost him last month. And if you don't know his music, and you like piano music or music in general, you should learn about him. His music just absolutely captivates me. So I'm going to start with a piece of his, but I wanted to tell you a little bit about him before I start. So let me close the piano for volume in here, and I'll see you in a second. Okay? Mm-hmm. All right, so Michel Legrand, I believe he was born in France, but I found out yesterday that his heritage is Armenian. And as a musician, and you know, I like to know where people are from and what their heritage is. I like to know how that weaves its way into the kind of music that they write. He wrote over 200 film and TV scores, had numerous awards, Grammy, I think even Oscars. His father was a conductor and a composer. He came to the United States and he worked with Miles Davis and Stan Getz, and I guess he was quite a good jazz pianist as well. I mentioned his numerous awards. He was an accompanist for Maurice Chevalier, and I believe he also accompanied another favorite French singer of mine, Charles Aznavour. He studied with Nadia Boulanger, and one of her famous lines is, and it's one of my favorites, that composers don't choose to compose, it chooses them. I really like that. So I'm going to start with a piece of his in tribute to the wonderful music that he's written. It's called Windmills of Your Mind. And then I have a few others of his that I'm planning to play. So we'll just see how it goes and see what I'm in the mood for. So Windmills of Your Mind. Hi, Artie, thanks for being here. And I don't know how to pronounce her name, or his name, and Lynn and Leo, and Janice and Matthew and Eric and Paul and Judson. Thanks for being here, Judson, fellow pianist. I don't know how much of Michelle Legrand's music you know, but I'm just going to play a few of their pieces, and instead of introducing them by the title, let you play Name That Tune and see if you know them. They're all wonderful. Janice and Leo, Carmine and Carol. I love Carol, you're playing so beautiful. So here's another one of Michelle Legrand's. is my sister. I'm Paul Campbell, and another Paul from Fitting Romantic Music for Valentine's. That's beautiful. I'm going to play, segue into a piece I wrote. That's what this is really all about, your own music. This is a piece, lots of times I'll come up with an idea and I don't really know what the title is, and then I'll think of what I think maybe fits the music. And this particular song, I call Looking Back, and it seems like, well, we're always looking back at something, so this one's called Looking Back. You know, I watch the videos of myself and I go, don't do that. And here I am doing that. Beverly, hi Beverly. We had a concert at the house in Pagosa that you brought a bunch of friends to. We'll never forget that. She's a very famous golfer if you've never met her, Beverly Hudson. And Mary and Kathy, one of my college roommates. Hi Kathy. And who else? And Stacy. Hi Stacy, so glad you're joining. So on to another one of my pieces. This one is called Pink Sleep. And the way this song came together is a friend that I used to work with here in San Diego had moved to the East Coast, and then we had moved to Colorado, and somehow in my correspondence with her, she started sending me some poems, and I just thought her words were beautiful, and from them came some songs. And one is called Pink Sleep. And I wish I could, you know, I have the words here to show you. You wouldn't be able to see them. But my beautiful daughter recorded this. So if you'd like to hear how it sounds with the vocal, it's on YouTube. Just put Pink Sleep, my name, Radha Neal, and you'll find it. Very, very pretty song. Hi, Sophia. We're getting ready to have your new baby. Oh, wait. Okay, so Pink Sleep. And it's really a beautiful poem because it talks about a mother, about a woman going into motherhood. So very, very special lyrics. So here's Pink Sleep. That poem has so many words that I like, but there's one part where she says, "And a winter storm lies sleeping." We're getting a winter storm in San Diego now. It's pretty cool. How am I doing with time, Mike? Let's see what else. Okay, so I'm going to play two more pieces for you. One is by John Denver, because I said I was going to play some love songs, and I just think this is one of the most beautiful songs written. And if it has great lyrics. He sang it, I believe, with Placido Domingo, and it's called Perhaps Love. I'm not a singer, one of the things I often do, I can't help really from doing, is if I know the lyrics of a song, I'm singing them inside, and I don't know if that comes out in my playing, but it's just one way for me to really enjoy the lyrics. The cool thing about an instrumentalist is you can attach any feeling to it that you really have, but the lyrics kind of direct you to a certain way. So I'm going to play one more song for you, and the story behind this song is when we first moved to Colorado, a teacher that I was working with sent me a shocking notice, and another teacher that I worked with, her and her husband had their own plane. He was an attorney. She was a teacher, just one of the nicest people. When I worked with her, and I'd say, Barbara, can you do this? She was really good with art. I said, I'm doing a program. Can you create this for me? And she grabbed some scissors and some construction paper, and on the spot create something that just fit perfectly with what I was thinking. And so unfortunately, her and her husband were in a plane crash, and so my friend Letty sent me their memorial service, and had a poem in there, and the poem is called We're Free. And I had never heard that poem before. It's an anonymous poem, but since then I've seen it in various other forms, very similar words, really cool words. I don't know if you're familiar with the poem. So when I read the poem, my heart just kind of went out to the family, and so this song is for Barbara and Buddy Murphy and their dog Holly, and it's called We're Free. I'll say, after I'm done, I'll say goodbye to hi Nana and hi Debbie, or Jim. So this is We're Free. It's really a special feeling to think of somebody or some circumstance or some memory that you have and play something associated with it. And I hope you've enjoyed it. I plan to be here every month. I know Light Piano Radio is doing an every other month broadcast for right now. But when I first started this, I just wanted to let you know, in case you thought about doing this and you think, I don't know how to do that, I haven't done that. Well, we didn't know how to do it, and we hadn't done it. So if it's something you'd like to share with everybody, jump in just like I did. Thanks so much.